Hey everybody, welcome back. Unboxing time. Mary's here.
Hello.
And today we're here to open up our crap. It might be December. I've had it for a while. It might be January. Horror pack. Oh, it's got to be December. Yeah, because I just heard about my new renewal in January. So, sorry, we haven't filmed unboxings in like 2+ weeks. It's been a while. We had a lot backed up. So,
of course, you want to tell them about the news about unboxing?
Yeah, I was gonna bring it up because by now, you know, most people have found out. But first, let me just tell you about Horror Pack. If you like Horror Pack, you want to check it out. It's a subscription. It's a movie subscription. You can choose Blu Ray or DVD. They always have an exclusive that is only released on that format to their box, at least with the Blu Ray. I'm pretty sure that's true of the DVD. I think it's like $25, and it's usually pretty cool. And we have a link in the description below if you want to check that out. For those of you that don't know, that only watch unboxings and did not watch the update about unboxings and everything else, if you may be wondering, unboxings are going away, or at least scaling down to eventually be about one a week. So. However, this one I'm still subscribed to because I still really like this one, so. All right, the other problem that we often talk about with this box though is I do have a massive film collection. Well, I should say me and my dad, because you know, a lot of it's his. I got him into it though, so. But so often we have most of these movies, but every once in a while, I think the last one, we didn't have any of the movies, and I was like, holy crap, so.
I think you've had actually a fairly good record with this company.
I think you're right, overall, I think you're absolutely right, so. Keep it going, I guess. So we're gonna see what these four are. We'll read you the descriptions on the back. We'll play you the footage from the trailers over. And sorry I screwed up with the Ouija sequel the other day. When they're not clearly numbered parts 1 or 2 and I haven't seen them. On the last one, we got like part 1 and I put the trailer for part 2 because I didn't know. Oops. Yeah, so sorry about that.
Okay, so looks like we've got Krampus.
Oh, you know what? I wanted to watch this and I don't know if I actually got this, but now I have it.
Okay, so I'm gonna actually show the back first because I'm gonna read off the back here.
Yeah. Although you probably should have done it for more than 1 second, but you know.
They can pause. Yeah, okay, let's see. When his dysfunctional family clashes over the holidays, young Max is disillusioned and turns his back on Christmas. Little does he know, this lack of festive spirit has unleashed the wrath of Krampus, a demonic force of ancient evil intent on punishing non-believers. All hell breaks loose as beloved holiday icons take on a monstrous life of their own, laying siege to the fractured family's home and forcing them to fight for each other if they hope to survive. Featuring an ensemble cast that includes Adam Scott from TV's Parks and Rec, Toni Collette, Little Miss Sunshine, Alison Tolman from TV's Fargo, and David Koechner?
Maybe.
I don't know. Anchorman. This is a wonderfully dark and subversive must-see film. Yeah,
the David guy, I know. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's really weird, and for some reason, without knowing, before we actually opened this, I was just whistling Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
Yeah, which is a little weird when you're about a week into
Yeah, yeah. But anyway, so that's pretty cool, and like I said, we might have it, but it might be one of those I didn't get around to buying yet, and I did actually want to sit down and watch this. Of course, now it's past Christmas, so I mean, it's my fault. It's not the box. It's just, so I don't know.
I kind of wonder if this is a movie I could do.
What's the rating on it? That sometimes makes a difference.
PG-13?
Maybe. I mean, at least that means it's not going to be incredibly gruesome.
If you're new to this, I'm not exactly a horror fan.
Yeah, no, she likes like the campier stuff. Like she loves Evil Dead.
Yeah.
Kind of handle that kind of thing.
Evil Dead, Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah, and it's not just the gore that gets to her. Sometimes if the concepts or ideas are really harsh, it's a bit much for her. So, you know, I tend to kind of watch the horror stuff first and she's like, yeah, I think you can handle this one. So,
of course, I still think it's funny. You encounter blood and stuff in real life, and you're like, I'm like, oh, whatever.
Well, honestly, I think that's true of a lot of kids like me that grew up loving horror. We like the fake stuff because we like the artistry of it and how you kind of create it and make it look so real. But when it's real, it's like, oh, no,
it's like, oh, look,
please.
That's an interesting dead blood. He's like, don't touch it. That's how the zombie plague starts.
Yeah, like she can handle the real stuff way better than I can, so that's kind of weird. But I am looking forward to this. And, you know, I mean, usually PG-13 for horror is not a good thing, with exception. I hear this is one of them, and I'm hearing that Escape Room is one of them. That just came out, and I really wanted to see that, and I saw it's PG-13, and I thought,
about Escape Room.
People are saying it's really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's basically, people go into a mystery escape room, and it's like for life and death escape room kind of thing. So I was like, that could be really cool.
I assume they do not know that going in. I assume they do not know that going in.
Correct. The trailer is like, oh, like they go to leave and the door handle breaks off, like at the beginning of the trailer, like, oh, I guess it started, kind of thing. Like they didn't even know they had gone in yet, kind of thing. But it looks pretty good. So, but Krampus, yeah, that ought to be pretty fun. And again, we're talking just to make sure we can show you enough of the trailers, kind of why, you know, we like to vamp. And plus, for those that don't know, our unboxings, especially now, if you're here just to see what's in the box, you should be watching somebody else, because it's your chance to, especially now, it's really your chance to see Mary until we get her on some other things. So, all right, let's see what the next movie is. Oh crap! Oh, I pulled out the Horror Pack Limited Edition, but oh my god, I'm so happy about this. Although I was gonna get the Arrow release, I'm still gonna get the Arrow release, but I love this movie and its sequel. But you guys need a better designer for your packaging. This is a very dull design. But other than that, Jack Frost is nipping at your nose. And yes, this is the Killer Snowman one. That is fantastic.
Not the... Oh,
not the Michael Keaton one.
Okay.
Correct. So he's got ice in his veins and he's giving Cold-Blooded a whole new meaning. His name is Jack Frost. After 5 years of terror and 38 bodies in 5 states, serial killer Jack is on his way to execution. But a freak accident with a truckload of genetic material in the middle of a snowstorm mutates Jack into a killer snowman. Like my voice. Now only an army can stop the sleigh ride of terror from the frosty monster with icicle fangs. Hell has just frozen over. Sorry, we just finished dinner and we scarfed. So, and this has a commentary with the Jay Bond and John Lyle of Bloodbath and Beyond. That's a YouTube channel. So, are they involved? Because I know they open Horror Pack. Are they involved with Horror Pack? I watch them sometimes. But yeah, like even the printing though on the back, you guys, is blurry. There's absolutely no reason for that to happen. So seriously, I mean, if you don't believe me, give me. I'll do it for free one time. I don't know how if you always watch these videos, but like I have been paid and I designed movie posters and cover arts, and I can at least make things crisp and interesting. Sorry, I'm not trying to take anybody's job, but that's like the one complaint I have with this box frequently is. And especially because the VHS for this movie, it had the lenticular cover that was so cool, and I think I still have somewhere.
Okay, so I have a question. I assume that this is a completely practical effects snowman?
Yes, I can't remember if there's CG in this one. I think they use a little bit of CG in the second one, but yeah, this is mostly a practical.
Okay.
And it's really adorable. And something very carrot nose interesting.
Right then.
So he can melt and refreeze and stuff like that. So that you can get in through your pipes and
when
things.
do true powers activate?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like that. But again, it's one of those movies that has the right balance of the comedy to everything. It's not actually a scary movie. Like, you might actually be able to watch this. I just remember how gruesome it is. But I know tonally, I think you would be okay with this one.
So I'd be like, okay, is it done? Okay.
Right. And like they knew, like the filmmakers, they knew the tone. They nailed the tone. It's a Sharknado-esque tone.
Okay.
You know, where like the later Sharknadoes, where they understand what they're doing. That's Dad. He was out reading. So, but that's really cool. That's a great exclusive for you guys to have. I wonder if next year you'll put part 2 on Blu Ray when he goes on a spree on a tropical island. If that should give you an indication. So.
That definitely sounds very Sharknado-esque.
Yeah, but so that's their 30th exclusive release, and that is awesome. And usually they don't shrink wrap it this way. That's why there's one that, so I didn't pull this. But sometimes there's more than one exclusive, so okay. I just want to check one thing. It's your turn. Yeah, I was gonna say if you don't mind going for the top one. Well, because one of them felt like
I always go for whatever's on top.
I didn't remember if it was on top or on bottom. That's why I went, because I thought it was on bottom.
Okay, so I am doing top.
Yes.
Okay. So this one actually has a sleeve.
Ooh.
Incarnate, unrated.
Wait, I definitely do not have
Aaron
this.
Eckhart.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him lately.
That's true. What did happen to him after The Dark Knight? He's done some stuff, but not as much as usual.
Show you back for a moment.
Oh, you're so good.
And then let's see. Includes theatrical and unrated versions.
Okay.
Aaron Eckhart stars as Dr. Seth Ember, a unconventional exorcist who uses science instead of religion to tap into the minds of the possessed to remove the demon from their subconscious. When an 11-year-old boy becomes possessed by a creature of unspeakable evil, Ember enters the mind of the boy to attack the vengeful demon, but finds himself facing the battle of his life and horrors of his own past. Bonus feature, the making of Incarnate.
So this sounds like something would be good maybe for a drunken movie night, because I feel like maybe I did see a trailer for this, even though I don't remember it. But I mean, how spot on and obvious does it have to be that we're talking about demons in hell and the doctor's last name is Ember?
Yeah.
So
It's hard to tell because of the blood spatter, but that looks a lot like Rose from Doctor Who.
Oh, it does look like her, but I don't think that's her.
Okay.
I think that's like not Maria Bello, but yeah, it probably has a credit block. Oh, good luck reading it down there.
Oh, lordy.
But yeah. But you know what? It's crisp, it's in focus, it's sharp, it's not blurry printing.
But, oh my god. It's a bad color choice.
Yeah, that could happen. Oh, this is a Blumhouse release. So this might have been pre-awesome Blumhouse. Because they're just killing it with all the horror films these days.
Yeah. Most of the thing is, whenever I think of Eckhart, I think of Thank You for Smoking.
Oh, yeah, that was a really good movie, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is probably one of those PG-13 horror films that doesn't do too well in a PG-13 format. And that's why they've also included the unrated, which probably doesn't make it much better. But you know what? I still want to see it, because even bad horror movies I love. Mm-hmm. Speaking of great horror movies, if you have not seen this movie that came out in the last year or two called Revenge, see that movie. It's awesome. It's on Shudder if you have that. I just a random thing. That was the first movie I watched of 2019, and it was so expertly made. I mean, and whoo, it gets nuts. Anyways, that's just a random plug for a random movie I have nothing to do with other than the fact I truly loved it.
Okay.
All right, that's probably good enough on that. So let's check out the last movie so Daddy John can get in here and do whatever he wants to do, because I know we're probably holding him up, but that's his fault for bad timing. All right, last movie is, I have this. This is fantastic. This looks very different than the version we have, though. The Autopsy of Jane Doe. This movie is awesome. But this release...
I've never heard of it.
Oh, this one you couldn't do. This is legitimately creepy and gross, and I mean, you know, there's autopsy stuff going on, and kind of a haunted thing, you know, kind of a mystery of what happened to this body, but also, is this body haunted kind of thing, or, you know, are we going nuts? Incredibly well made. I guess I should...
Isn't there a movie along those lines coming out, getting ready to come out, where the girl dies from...
it came and went, and it was apparently awful. Hannah, the possession of Hannah something, or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah, apparently it was god-awful. So anyways, father and son coroners, Brian Cox and Emil Hirsch, who are fantastic, enter a world of terror while conducting a late-night autopsy on a murdered young woman. In the English-language debut of Norwegian filmmaker, Andre Overdal. Actually, that sounds pretty right. The director of Troll Hunter, which I've not actually gotten around to watching. I need to do that. And again, I know we have this movie, but I don't know if we have this version, because this is a special collector's edition. Mm-hmm. It looks very different from what I remember our boxes. Oh, George Takei has a quote on here. Well, I'm never sleeping again.
Okay, if George Takei's saying that.
And then Guillermo del Toro, a fun, stylish, beautifully built fun house of horror. That's some good quotes, man. And yeah, so we'll see, we have a brand new award-winning short film from the director. Oh, that's cool. The TIFF Midnight Madness Q&A, the LA Premiere Q&A, and alternative art. Oh, so alternative art, you're calling a... Okay. Maybe that's what... Like, give me a commentary, damn. No, that's not Horror Pack, the releasing company, so... Oh yeah, here you go. Stephen King says visceral horror to rival Alien and early Cronenberg. Watch it, but not alone. So,
yeah, I'm just sitting here going like a father and son cornered, because nothing brings you together like.
Well, honestly, I could be totally wrong, but from what I've ever seen or heard, it seems like coroner. I guess maybe not like official medical coroner, but the people that. A lot of the funeral stuff seems
generally familial.
That's what I was trying to get to. Yeah, thank you.
But this is not that kind of situation.
That's true. But I guess if you just grow up around it, you're more comfortable with it, so you're more likely to be willing to do it when you're older. Because it probably pays pretty well, because it's not something everybody wants to do or can.
At least it used to be familial. Now it's a lot of chains now.
Everything. But anyways, so actually, again, we did a really awesome horror pack here. We have one that we definitely have, but it's a different version than we have. One we might have, but I'm almost positive we didn't. And then a great collector's edition.
Except for the design that you're...
Yeah, except for the bad design. No, I agree. And hopefully the Blu-ray transfers and stuff are good. I haven't gotten around to checking it out, but... And I mean, it's not like it's the world's worst design. I've seen like no-budget movies with far worse design. But I mean, a couple very simple things could make this look a lot more interesting. But then again, I'm a stickler for art too, so that's mine. So I've seen Autopsy of Jane Doe, fantastic movie if you haven't seen it. Of course, I've seen Jack Frost. These two I have not seen, so that'll be cool. But there you guys go. There's Horror Pack for December. What did you think? Have you seen these movies? Do you agree about the Autopsy of Jane Doe? Have you seen those Jack Frost movies? Do you think Mary can handle it? Let us know. Geek out with us in the comments. We love to hear what you all have to say. Other than that, I guess click that thumbs up button. Give us that good old hum of encouragement, as we do love to be encouraged. And now we're going to get out of here, open a little bit more stuff. Nowhere near as much as usual. Feels so good. And we'll see you all later.